welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, today I am making one of my special pies, lemon meringue. That's my special pie. I used to go to this Nazarene church years ago when the kids were little. It was a small, Nazarene is a small church, and every once in a while the people in there would get together and have a luncheon, you know, bring in something that they make at home. And this lady would always bring her lemon meringue pie. I loved it. It was delicious. I loved the way she made it. So I would always like, ooh, I wanted that. And then because she knew that I like it, around Christmas, she would bring me my whole pie. She would bring that for me at church on Christmas, and I loved it. And the rest in the house, that my girls and Charles didn't really care that much for it. So I used to eat the whole pie by myself. I loved it. So guys, today I want to recreate that video for you. I want to make a lemon meringue pie. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys are able to make it. It's delicious. I love it. Let's get started. After all of that, and you did not have the light on, I just realized after all that talking, realized he just did not turn the light on. Okay, I hope you can see me a little bit better, because I don't want to go through that spill all over again. Guys, let's get started. I know, guys, I'm doing this video, but Charles is like, he wants to watch cricket because cricket is on, and I'm stopping him from watching cricket because he's holding the camera, so he's not very happy right now because he wants to be in front of the TV watching cricket, okay? But there's some things that takes, I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree with me, but some things that takes priority. And right now, my lemon meringue pie does, okay?
Just make the pie.
Okay, I'm just gonna make the pie. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Let me tell you, first thing that we're gonna do is you're gonna get a pie crust. This is my pie crust here. Now, don't laugh, guys. I just put it in the oven, and this part of the pie crust broke off, but that's okay because this is the last one I have here. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pie crust, get a fork, stick a lot of holes inside of the pie crust, put it in the oven and bake it, and this is your results. Hopefully yours don't break off like that, okay? Now I'm going to set this aside. Now over here I have a saucepan right here. I have a nice saucepan, so I'm going to add some stuff to the saucepan. Come over to the saucepan. Saucepan is empty right here. I'm going to start by adding 1 cup of sugar in here. Over here, I have half a cup of cornstarch. I'm going to add that in there as well. Over here, I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to set this aside for just 2 minutes, guys. I'm going to get everything set up before we get started to make sure everything is in the same location. Now what I have here is 2 lemons. You need 2 good sized lemon because I need the lemon zest, the skin from here, and I also need the juice. So I'm gonna go ahead right now and I'm going to try to zest the lemon here. Okay. Okay guys, so this is 2 lemons here that I just zest. So what I'm gonna do is add this to here as well. This is our flour. This is our sugar and cornstarch, salt, and lemon zest in here. Now to this, I have here some cold water. This is 2 1/4 cups of water. And I am going to add this here as well and mix this all up together. Now we're gonna go over to the stove. Now guys, we're gonna go over to the stove. Now the thing is, now I have to stir this, and you have to continuously stir this for at least 20-25 minutes, because if you stop stirring it, what's going to happen is it's going to start to stick to the bottom, and you don't want that to happen. So you can't walk away and leave it. So this might be the hardest part of doing this pie because you have to continuously stir, okay? Go on to our next step. The next thing we're gonna do after we zest the lemon is now I need half a cup of lemon juice. So let's try to get that. I don't know if these lemons is gonna give me half a cup because these lemons, they're big, but they don't have a lot of juice. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. But I want half a cup. And you have your little, make sure you have your little strainer so your seeds and your pulps and so on does not go inside. This one is big. This one probably don't hardly have anything inside of it. I think that's good. Let's measure and make sure we have half a cup. This is my measuring cup right here. If you don't have half a cup, you can always if you have more lemons, squeeze another lemon and make sure you have half a cup. But that's about half a cup right there, so that's good enough. So this is half a cup of lemon juice. I'm going to put this back in here so it doesn't spill and set that aside. Next thing I'm going to do is I have 4 eggs. We're going to separate these eggs, the whites from the yolk. So we're going to separate all 4 of them. Got a piece of shell in there, but that's okay. I'll get that out. And 1 more to go. Okay, so that's the 4 eggs. I'm gonna fish out this piece of shell that just went inside of that. It doesn't want to come out. Okay, shell is out. What we're gonna do is beat this yolk here a little bit. Just beat it up and set this aside. I'm also gonna set that aside, and I will come back to those. So okay, so now that we set that aside, now we're gonna go over the stove and get our liquid here and continue to stir it for about 20-25 minutes. Okay, so I'll be right back. Basically this is it. So stove is on. You're gonna leave your stove on medium. You don't want it to be too low, you don't want it to be too hot, so medium is good. And I'm just gonna continue stirring this, and if you're doing it, you're gonna continue stirring it for as I said, 20-25 minutes until it's nice and thick, and then we'll go on to the next step. So come back in about 20 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. So guys, I have been stirring here. It's not quite 20 minutes, it's about 19 minutes because I set the timer, and I still have a minute to go. But as you see, it is starting to bubble up here. It's starting to boil, so that tells me that this is done. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do from here over here is I have my egg yolk right here, and I'm going to put a little of this in my egg yolk like that and mix it up really well. We don't want to scramble our egg, so we're gonna put it in here, mix it up nicely, and then we're gonna add it to this. Okay, so your egg, you temper down your egg a little bit, and then you add it to that. That's good. And you continue stirring. See, it's nice and yellow. Now I'm going to take it off the stove. I'm going to put it here for a second. So we're going to keep stirring. Now over here I have my ½ cup of lemon juice. I'm going to add the lemon juice here and continue to stir. And over here I have 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to put that butter in there and we're going to stir until the butter is melted. Once the butter here is melted, I'm going to put this in my pie shell. So we just keep stirring. Still got a little butter in there. Got to make sure it's all melted nicely. Okay guys, so once you stir this nicely here and your butter is melted and you have a pie crust that is not falling apart like mine, I'm just gonna put those pieces over there that's falling apart so they're not on the inside. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and pour it into your shell right here. Ooh, that lemon flavor, it smells so good. Okay, so I pour this in here into my crust. Maybe you could fix my I'm still trying to fix my top. Hopefully your top don't fall off like mine. Okay, and this is it right here. So now I'm gonna set this aside here. Just put it to the side right there, and we're gonna go on to our next step. Okay guys, so now that I've set the filling aside, I'm gonna go ahead now because we have to make the top that's gonna go on top of the filling. So I'm gonna start out again. We have to go back to the stove and do a little more stirring. I need two tablespoons of sugar. And I'm using white sugar, as you can see, because then it gives it the nice color that you need. So I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. So I have cornstarch here, and I need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Set this aside. And I have here ½ cup of water. So I'm gonna go back to the stove and I'm gonna stir this again until it's thickened, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna go on to the next step. Lots of steps, guys. Okay, so we also have to continue stirring this for a while until it thickens up. You can't leave it, guys. You can't walk away and leave it because it will start to stick to the bottom and burn. So I'm gonna keep stirring this, and once it's all thickened, then we'll go on to the next step. Guys, so you see, this has thickened up right here. So I'm gonna take it off the stove and we're gonna put it in a cold bath to cool. Turn our stove off. I have a cold bath here. So we're gonna just sit this here in this water for a few minutes just to cool while we do other things over here. So let's go on to the next step. Let's push this over here out of the way. So this is our egg yolk that we had separated earlier that was just sitting here. So I'm gonna go ahead and beat that up for a little bit. So we're gonna beat this until it's nice and frothy. So to this, I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. I'm also going to add here a pinch of salt. a little pinch of salt. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add here I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. To that. Where's the cover? Okay. And I'm going to add 4 altogether. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar, but I'm going to add 1 tablespoon at a time, incorporate that, and keep adding more, okay? So I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon of sugar, and I'm going to beat this for a little bit. Come on. So after you've incorporated here your egg whites, your sugar, your vanilla, your salt, now remember our cornstarch and little sugar that we had over there. I'm going to go ahead and add this to that as well. That is going to thicken it. And I'm going to continue to beat this until I get a nice peak, as it was said, peak when it's sticking up. So I will continue to beat this for a while and let you see. Get there, but it's not quite there. It needs to be a little stiffer, okay? So I'm going to continue to beat for a little bit longer. So see how it looks, guys? I think that's about good right there. So the next thing here is to bring our pie back, and we're going to just put this, pull this on top of here. And you want it to be high. Like you're making a little mountain. There we go. And then just go around the edges and kind of, you know, fix it around there nicely. And then that's about it. And then you want some peaks, so you're gonna go around and just make some peaks with your spoon or whatever it is you have. So you can just go like this around, all around, and make those peaks like chop chop chop. And then we're gonna put this in the oven at 350, and we're gonna bake this for about 20 minutes. Now you're gonna check it and see if it looks golden brown on the top. If it does, you can go ahead and take it out. If you feel that you need it to stay in for a couple more minutes, you can put it for a couple more minutes, but about 20 minutes should be good, okay? So I will time this one, and when I come back, I'll tell you exactly how long it took. And that, guys, is our lemon meringue. I said lemon meringue. Lemon meringue pie that is going to go into the oven. So I will be back as soon as this is all done. Pie is out of the oven. Voila. Here's our pie, guy, is out of the oven. Of course, I just took it out, so it's very hot. So all together, it took 18 minutes. So make sure that when you put your pie in the oven, I said set it for 20 minutes, but everybody's oven varies. So once, at least after 10 minutes, just keep checking to make sure it looks nice and brown on the top, because we don't want to burn it. It burns easily, okay? I'm gonna leave this here. It has to cool for a while. Once it's cool, I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator because you have to serve it cold. So I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator, let it set for a while, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna slice it and give it a try and tell you what it tastes like. But that's gonna be a while because you have to make sure it is nice and cool. All right, so I will be right back. Now I had the pie in the refrigerator for a while. I just took it out, so I want to go ahead and slice it and let you see what it looks like. So let's get started. Okay, let's get a nice slice here. You know, sometimes this first slices usually be hard to come out.
I think you come clean.
Okay, let's see here. I'm just making sure that I cut the thing all the way down.
I can see the resistance on it now.
Okay guys, so let's go. There we go guys. Lemon meringue pie. Looks good. I look at the bottom. Let me turn the pie around. Look at the pie on the inside, the way it looks on the inside. Nice and firm. I'm gonna go ahead and taste this piece. Oh, it looks so good. I'm ready to taste it. Okay guys, you gotta make one of these, okay? Let me taste it for you. So let's see. Lemon meringue pie. It's nice and lemony. I love that with a meringue pie. I like to have that lemon kind of tart taste or tangy taste. Oh, it's good. My kids are not here to enjoy this, I'm telling you, it's me. I think I'm gonna take a ride over to my in-laws, my brother-in-law and family over there, and take this pie over there so everybody could enjoy it. Otherwise, I'm eating a lot of it all by myself. Guys, this is delicious. I had fun making this. I hope you like lemon meringue pie and you can make yourself one and make your family one. You see how I did it? It's not that bad, not that easy. Get yourself a pie crust from the supermarket and just put the ingredients. The ingredients, it's not a lot of ingredients you got to put together. Thank you so much for joining me. I had fun and I hope you have fun as well. Don't forget, make your meringue pie. The recipe is right there, guys. Thank you. I had fun. Until next time. Bye-bye. Hey guys, pie is almost done. Family members over here enjoy the pie.
The pie was fantastic.
All right. Would you like the lemon?
Yeah, I like the lemon. Lemon is my favorite flavor.
Hi ladies, guys. Oh, it's dark in here. I'm not gonna put the camera on people because they're just relaxing, watching a little bit of TV. They watch a little bit of TV, so I'm not gonna put a camera on them. Charles, did you have a good swim?
This is impossible.
Yes, I have a good swim.
What happened?